We're excited to be here. Got in last night, just starting to get settled. Looking forward to get on the court and seeing how it is. So far, it was nice to walk into the lobby and feel welcomes. Thank you to the people of Des Moines and high school team that came and gave us what they give you guys?
Cupcakes.
Yeah, fill us full of sugar right as we get in right off the bus, which is great. But we're excited, obviously, to be here for the competition as well as for the event and for the opportunity to play in the Sweet 16. This is the third time I've been to a regional, and we've had 3 teams from the Big Ten, so it's kind of become old hat for the conference. I mean, the depth of the conference, when you're in it, you know how tough it is, and it's not a surprise when you see the level of talent. And there's probably 2 other teams that were worthy of being in the NCAA tournament. That's the frustrating part, is that there's more good teams out there that aren't making it. I don't necessarily like seeing the Big Ten teams because we know how good they are, but there's also some familiarity with the teams, and it's easier to get the scouting and the game plan together. But I think conference-wise, I think it's appropriate. I think this is how good our conference is right now, and year in and year out, you can argue our conferences in the Pac-12 are kind of battling for the top conference. I think top to bottom this year, maybe we had the best, and I thought last year Pac-12 maybe been a little bit better, but year in and year out, I feel like the Big Ten is extremely tough, and I feel like it does a great job of preparing us for this kind of match and these kind of moments.
I'm just really excited to be here. This is my favorite time of year. Just excited to be here, and I'm really excited to get out on the court and practice and prepare for the game tomorrow.
Well, first of all, coming to Illinois was one of the best decisions I could have made. I love it so much already being here. I've only been here a short time, but during season, definitely in the beginning, wasn't, like you said, kind of confused and a little, it was a little struggle for a little bit in the beginning, but once it was all mental actually. I talked to Kevin a lot about that. It was a lot of stuff that I was dealing with, whatever, and once I kind of figured that out and, like you said, found my rhythm, I was able to, propel myself forward, so.
It's hard when you're a junior and you've been in it and you have played in competition, you can play in it. But once you get into different systems, there's always a learning curve there. I think she's really settled in actually the second half of the Big Ten. I think it took a while to kind of figure all that out, and certainly there's things that we were working through and talking about. And once she kind of started to figure out what we're about and that this is a good place to play and a safe place to play and she can be herself, I think that helped. And then once she really started to bond with the team, I think that helped, as well as just figuring out how the heck we want to play volleyball, because it was very different than what she was doing before. And I think especially the last couple of weeks, she's really done a great job of providing more offense for us. She's always been a good blocker for us, but provide a lot more offense for us, and we hope that continues throughout the tournament.
Talk a little bit about the growth of the freshmen.
I mean, all you have to do is throw in a tape early on and watch the team play and to see the 2 freshmen out there. I mean, we talked about a little bit after Louisville. We watched the Louisville video, and Ali Bastianelli was running the opposite way the ball was set every single time and was completely lost. And even when we watched the Minnesota video, she was completely lost. That playing middle blocker is a difficult position, especially with teams that are going to run some good tempo. And Jordan had no idea really how to play college volleyball. She was certainly was a talented setter, but she didn't know how to lead and she didn't know how to run the team. And I think their progress has been substantial throughout the year. And Jordan had to sit down for a while to kind of figure some things out. I think pulling her out and getting Lex in there and she could watch Lex run the team helped. She came back and had a better sense of what she needed to do, and she kind of calmed down a little bit, not all the time, but most of the time. And that kind of gave her some perspective and made her fight to get back on the court as well. But I think whatever progress we've made in our systems and our team, and we were able to kind of string some wins together, it was because of their development and Naya's development. And it was really exciting to me to see that our season's a little bit, or the sets on the line against Louisville, and our 2 freshmen come up with 3 plays there to win, and they were composed and they didn't look like freshmen anymore. And I think that just speaks to their progress.
I mean, like you said, I'd like it to be spread out, but I know that in those situations when that's what the team needs me to do, that's just what I have to do. And obviously some nights I am not as good at doing that as others. But I think in terms of playing wise or volleyball wise, we're a lot better when we're spread out in terms of offense. And so it's a lot easier on me when we can do that. But in terms of just like leadership and being vocal, I think that's something that I have kind of like grown into being more comfortable with, and especially now because there's no reason not to say what I'm thinking or what I think might help the team, because, you know, if I hold back, then it could be something that could change the way that a match goes, and I don't want the season to be over, obviously. So I've kind of just grown to accept the fact that that's what I have to do.